We've all done our own separate projects. But when you put a band together, there's a different kind of energy that happens. And that energy was there.
When we first got together was a jam that was arranged in Los Angeles, and we hadn't played together in 11 years. And surprisingly, the chemistry felt very natural and very easy.
It didn't seem like we lost any time in the interim. Everybody grew, and I think it shows.
We had to sing songs about our lives and things that we wrestled with and demons we had to face.
We definitely have, as a band, participated and tried to pay homage to the legacy of American music, which has an awful lot to do with rhythm and blues, rock and roll, mixed together so that the whole thing has a feeling as opposed to just an attitude.
So much of it is, I think, Steve Perry's voice. He has a very signature, unique sounding voice. And the style of writing has this, large, grandiose kind of feeling.
Soaring vocals, strong chorus with harmonies.
I've absolutely patterned myself emotionally with singers like Marvin Gaye and Sam Cooke and Jackie Wilson.
I think the soulful part makes the music sound effortless. And it's a testimony to the musicianship of the band. I mean, we didn't struggle to make those albums. We just went in there and played.
Ross is the perfect bass player for me to play with this type of music. His sound is very big, his feel is open and very relaxed, and together we can really lay a foundation for everything else to be built on.
Steve Smith is one of the kind of drummers that has an identity when he plays. It's a unique feel that really is a very wide open feel. And I've worked with a lot of great drummers. But with Steve Smith, it gives you the ability to be more of a relaxed, emotional singer because there's so much room in there.
Jonathan, he's sort of the real musician that takes all of the ideas and he helps put it all together and make sense out of it and help mold the ideas into a final piece of music.
Neal Schon is the most soulful, most heartful. He can play guitar like Junior Walker, who's a saxophonist. He can play the blues, he can play the most beautiful riffs, and he can play the most aggressive, power-driven elements to help drive the band journey to another level. And then when you're a singer, well, that gives you a place to be that you can't get anywhere else either.
It was great working with Steve again, really. He's definitely the voice of Journey. And it was great to get creative with him again. It's been a long time since we really hung out and played together. We used to have a lot of things going on between him and me on stage, a lot of exchange, because my guitar playing, I think, in Journey is an extension of his vocals.
When Journey finally got back together to write and begin the process of writing the album, it was just a hoot. I mean, we had a lot of fun. I think we missed each other's company. And we missed the interaction. One guy would pick up the ball and then pass it on to the next guy.
Some of the other bands that have reunited in the past have more relied on a few new studio cuts and a live recording. I think Journey took a bigger step in recording material that was completely new and didn't rely so much on our past popularity. And I think we're better off for that, too. Working with Kevin Shirley is, from a purely personal standpoint, bass player's dream.
He came from a remote place, South Africa, lived in Australia. Journey was not a big thing. And so when he heard the music, he loved it for what it was. I think he was a big part of why Trial by Fire, sounds so vintage. We sought out the most vintage studio, and, we had definite ideas about how it should sound, and he was right because we compare it to the old albums, and to me, sonically, it sounds better than our best record.
From the classic sense of the Journey sound, When You Love a Woman has got to be a favorite.
Just universally, it touched so many people. It's pretty hard to do coming out of the box.
Wayne Asham is one of the first directors that we worked with, and so now we sort of have a reunion here with Wayne, and that's been a great experience. He's just a real creative guy, and I think that the When You Love a Woman video is going to really show the band in a way I think he sees the band like I think we want to be seen. Trial by Fire entered at number 3, and I was very surprised. I was actually dancing around the office at my house.